So welcome again dear students. So now we are on the topic that is about connected motion. So एक situation हमने यहाँ पे फिर से consider कर लिया. Suppose on the ring there are two masses on the both sides. One of the mass is m1 and other is m2. And हमने मान लिया suppose करें m1 is greater than m2. So in that situation, if m1 is greater than m2, what is the acceleration of the both of the objects? And what is the tension T in the string? That we are finding. कि उनके formulas क्या बन जाते हैं? That we are calculating. So assuming that m1 greater than m2, एक fractionless pulley है और यूनिफॉर्म एक स्ट्रिंग से जो है दो मासेस को हमने उस पर हैंग कर रखा है. जैसा कि हमने लिखा है सपोज m1 greater than m2. So जैसे ही फ्री करेंगे सिस्टम को, तो जैसे ही सिस्टम फ्री करेंगे m1 mass is greater than that of m2, it will tends moving towards downward direction. m1 ज्यादा है m2 से, m1g ज्यादा होगा m2g से, so it will move in the downward direction m1, and similarly m2 mass will move in the upward direction with acceleration a, and also of the mass m1 there is acceleration a. So अगर इक्वेशंस ऑफ मोशन लिखें यूजिंग न्यूटन्स लॉज ऑफ मोशन, then we are finding what are the values of a and t in that situation. So for considering for first of the mass m1, पहले m1 mass के लिए consider कर लें. What the equation of motion becomes? m1 is the heavier mass, heavier object we are considering. So from that m1 is greater than m2. What the equation of motion becomes according to Newton's second law of motion? You can write Newton's second law of motion. जब इसको अगर लिखें, what the equations becomes? मैंने बताया m1 is greater than m2. m1 is moving in the downward direction. So अभी मुझे सिर्फ और सिर्फ इस बाकी पार्ट को छोड़ करके forces on the object of mass m1 यहाँ मुझे consider करना है. m1g in the downward direction and tension T in the upward direction. Suppose करें मैंने मान लिया suppose m1g in the downward direction, that is weight of the object m1, मैंने मान लिया that one is 20 Newton force. Suppose करें 20 Newton force यहाँ पर लग रहा है in the downward direction, and on the same object of mass m1 in the upward direction suppose there is 5 Newton force. 20 Newton force in the downward direction and 5 Newton tension T in the spring, that one is in the upward direction. m1g 20 Newton, t 5 Newton. तब इस कंडीशन में जो फोर्स फील करेगा रिजल्टेंट फोर्स m1 ऑब्जेक्ट, that will becomes 20 minus 5, that becomes 15 Newton. That becomes 15 Newton. तो उस कंडीशन में तब ये m1 ऑब्जेक्ट 15 न्यूटन फोर्स फील करेगा. So what the equation becomes? That is 20 minus 5 equals to 15. So what the equation becomes now? That is m1g, the downward force, minus upward force minus t equals to the resultant force feel by the object of mass m1. That one equals to m1 into a. So that becomes the equation of motion for the object of mass m1. Similarly for the object of mass m2, that is moving in the upward direction. In the upward direction. So बाकी सिस्टम को थोड़ी देर के लिए भूल जाएं. m2 मास पर क्या क्या फोर्सेस लग रहे हैं? t in the upward direction, m2g in the downward direction. And similarly, if I am considering that, suppose करें 10 Newton in the upward direction and 5 Newton in the downward direction. Suppose करें there is 10 Newton in the upward direction and 5 Newton in the downward direction. So what the resultant force feel by the object of mass m2? That is 10 minus 5. 10 minus 5 again becomes 5 Newton. So ज्यादा फोर्स जो लग रहा था उसमें हमने कम फोर्स को सब्ट्रैक्शन कर दिया, जो फोर्स बचा that one is 5 Newton. So what the equation of motion becomes like that of mass m1? So for m2 the equation of motion becomes tension T in the spring minus m2g equals to the force feel by the object of mass m2, that is m2 into acceleration of that object. And in that situation, if there is 10 Newton, 5 Newton, that becomes 5 Newton on the object of mass m2. That is the equation of motion using second law of motion. That is T minus m2g equals to m2a. So these are the equations of motion for object of mass m1 and for object of mass m2. So from these two equations we can easily find out what is the tension T in the spring and what is the acceleration of the both of the objects. So first of all, equation first and second, we are just adding these two, adding equation number 1 and 2. What the result becomes as m1g minus t plus t minus m2g equals to m1a plus m2a. So इस इक्वेशन का जब मैं सॉल्यूशन करूंगा तो रिजल्ट क्या बन जाता है m1g माइनस टी प्लस टी जोड़ देंगे माइनस m2g equals to a and into m1 plus m2. So what the result becomes now m1g minus m2g, m1g minus m2g equals to acceleration a and into m1 plus m2. बढ़ाई जी इसको लिख पाना, that is m1 minus m2g, हमने g को आउट ऑफ ब्रैकेट ले लिया, equals to acceleration into m1 plus m2. So ऐड किया हमने इक्वेशन नंबर 1 और इक्वेशन नंबर 2 को, और जैसे ही हमने ऐड किया we can find out the value of acceleration a of the two objects of masses m1 and m2. That is uniform acceleration a equals to m1 minus m2, a equals to m1 minus m2 and upon m1 plus m2 into g. That is the acceleration for both of the objects of masses m1 and m2. And similarly from these two equations, for equation 1 and from equation number 2, these are for the masses m1 and m2 respectively. So one time हमने उनको ऐड कर दिया था, just we are finding acceleration. अब अगर उन दोनों इक्वेशंस को हम डिवाइड कर दें, रेशियो उनका देख लें, dividing equation number 1 by equation number 2, then what the result becomes again? Equation number 1 is divided by equation number 2. So m1g minus t divided by t minus m2g, t minus m2g equals to m1a upon m2a. So what the result becomes from this equation? Acceleration a is cancelled out from here, then m1g minus t upon t minus m2g equals to m1 by m2. Then हमने को क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन कर दिया, and after making the cross multiplication on both sides, what the result becomes? That is m2 into m1 into g, यानी कि m1 into m2 into g minus m2 into t equals to m1 से इसको मल्टीप्लिकेशन कर दें m1t minus m1 m2 into g. So from this equation the results again becomes for the twice m1 m2 into g equals to m1t plus m2t. So t into m1 plus m2 equals to twice of m1 m2 into g. So from these equations we can easily find out the tension T in the spring, T equals to twice m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2 into g. So this one becomes the tension T in the string formula for that. So similarly in the sequence of these types of forces we can also write the equilibrium of the concurrent forces. Equilibrium of concurrent forces. So concurrent forces होते हैं जो एक ही पॉइंट पर फोर्सेस लग रहे हो, these all forces called as the concurrent forces. So concurrent forces 3, 4, 5 जितने भी forces अगर एक ही पॉइंट पर लगे, the sum of all forces will be equals to always 0. Then मैंने मान लिया suppose 3 forces यहाँ पर लग रहे थे एक ही पॉइंट पर, एक ही ऑब्जेक्ट पर, then f1 plus f2 plus f3 equals to 0. n टाइम्स होते तो n टाइम्स इनको जोड़ देते हैं, f1 plus f2 plus f3 plus f2 fn equals to 0. So from this diagram we can easily write as according to Lami's theorem, that is f1 by sin alpha, f1 by sin alpha equals to f2 by sin beta equals to f3 by sin gamma. So that was told by Lamy, and this equation f1 by sin alpha equals to f2 by sin beta equals to f3 by sin alpha, f3 by sin gamma. So this equation called as the Lamy's theorem. Here alpha, beta and gamma are the angles. Alpha is the angle between the f2 and f3 forces. Beta is the angle between the forces f1 and f3, and similarly gamma is the angle between the forces f1 and F2 है. So these are the concurrent forces. These are operating on the one point.